first of all, I want to welcome everyone to our press conference today. It's an exciting day here for Angelo State Athletics. Not that every day is not exciting for us, but anytime we get to announce a new member of the Ram fam, we're excited about that. Just to give you a little quick background, less than a month ago, Coach Bezot, our former tennis coach, came to me and had an opportunity to move closer to family and said, hey, I got to take this. And I said, I totally understand. We're all about family, even though the timing wasn't great. But you know, one of the first things I was able to do is get with the young ladies of the team, and I told them that we were going to find a quality coach for them to take over since Coach Bezot left, and that we weren't going to rush to failure. We weren't going to just hire someone. But we were going to search for someone that fit the values that we have here at Angelo State University and the values that we have in the athletic department, and we have definitely done that. Coach Potthoff brings a wealth of experience on the tennis side to this position. It's been a little bit of everywhere, and I'll let him fill you in on some of that here in a minute. But the biggest thing that I was so impressed with him is that he was committed to the same values that we had, as I mentioned earlier. You know, one of the things that we've been able to do here at Angelo State University, not just with tennis but with all of our sports, is we've been able to accentuate what we in the athletic department have kind of sang as our mantra for many years now, that we are going to task our student athletes to commit to excellence in three areas: in the academic arena, in the athletic arena, and in our community. And all of our sports have done a wonderful job, and Coach Bezot, when he got on board, got his kids to do the same thing. And I know that that's one of the things that is very passionate to Coach Potthoff about, is getting our kids not only to excel on the court athletically in their tennis ventures, but also to excel in the classroom and to graduate, knowing that that's why they're coming to school. But we have such a great tennis community here in San Angelo, and our tennis team is such a bridge to that tennis community, and we've been able to really enhance that over the years. Courtney's here from Bentwood Country Club. That's one of our partners that we deal with all the time, nearly on a weekly basis, and we coexist and we collaborate on different projects. And those were the things that, as I was visiting with Jason and Megan, that came out, that was something that he's been able to be a part of in every position that he's been at. And so really, as we finished up, it was very clear cut for me and our administration that this was the best fit for our program at this point and moving forward. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the new Angelo State University women's tennis coach, Coach Jason Potthoff.
Thank you. I'd like to start by thanking President Hawkins and our athletic director, Coach Reed, for this opportunity. I'm very grateful to be selected to lead a team that has already had a lot of recent success, and I've spoken with them, and I know that they are hungry for a lot more. I'm really excited to join an athletic department that has standards of excellence, like Coach Reed said, on and off the court, in the classroom and in the community. That's something that is going to continue to be hallmarks of the tennis program. I'd like to thank my lovely wife, Megan, for being with me through every step of my coaching journey. She makes a lot of sacrifices to allow me to kind of chase my passion for being a college tennis coach, and it means the world to me. My family has also been extremely supportive in everything I've done since starting with sports when I was 5-6 years old. My father was involved in college athletics, and Megan as well. And so my whole family is really thrilled, for me to come back to Texas, which was a main reason, why Angelo State was so, such a good fit for myself and for our family at this time. And a lot of recognition also goes to my former players at all the other stops I've been, because they've allowed me to grow as a coach by them trusting me and buying into everything we've done. And so I owe a lot of recognition to all the players I've worked with in the past. And I'm really excited to get going with the team here. I've met with them. They are, they've got high expectations for themselves. I hope they have high expectations for me as well. And I'm ready to meet them, and we're ready to, crush it in the classroom. We're going to have great GPAs. We're going to graduate We're going to do the right thing in the community, and we're going to win some championships. So really excited about that. Again, I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm ready for anything you guys have.
I will open up the questions. Charles, start with you.
Coach, talk about kind of your coaching style. What do you like with your players and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I really look for players that are not just good tennis players, but good athletes. I love to go after players who played other sports growing up. I really like to have players that have a good, strong, basis with their technique. But I also like athletes. I like those who can cover the whole court, play from behind the baseline, but also get to the net. I like players who are aggressive doubles players. That's always going to be something that you're going to see from our teams, is very aggressive doubles. So I like players who, can be patient when they need to be, but also those that can, be aggressive when they see those opportunities. And then also, definitely team players. I mean, tennis is an individual sport. There's always going to be an individual, aspect to that. However, college tennis is just kind of one of the most special, ways to play the game, because you are out there, on your own on the court, but in the end, you're fighting for something bigger for yourself. You're fighting for those team points and that team win. So definitely players who are just as excited to go out and play for their team and for Angelo State as they are for themselves.
All right, yeah, just speaking about your coaching experience, what fundamentals do you want to teach to this Bells team in order to continue to continue helping them be successful?
Yeah, no, one thing for sure is, we're going to have some, some base strategies, that are based on, good, not to get too far into tennis specifics, but, good shot tolerance, good patience, a sense of urgency to finish the points when they have an opportunity. Like I said, really aggressive doubles. And then when it comes to the mental side of it, we're gonna, do our best to be very, very intense, very vocal. Always trying to pump up our teammates as much as possible. A big thing is always going to be fighting until the very end. There's no clock in tennis, so as long as the points are still going, we got a chance to, to still pull it out and to, win as many individual points as we can to add up, to try to get to the team win. So, definitely team spirit is going to be incredibly important. Every, school I've been at in the past, we've had a close team, and that's going to, definitely be the way it is here. Like I said, I've already spoken with the team. They seem like a great group, but that's something that's going to be very important to us, is we're going to be, a close team that can trust each other, lean on each other. Really important to have good relationships within the team, and then player coach as well. So I know that we're going to be a team that a lot of teams are not going to want to play us in March and April and May.
Ryan?
It's a program that's had a lot of success since the beginning. How are you hoping to continue that success, here at Angelo State?
Yeah, in these first couple of weeks, I know we're going to start competing pretty soon, but in these first couple of weeks, I'm going to watch a lot. I'm going to watch and listen and kind of figure out what kind of makes each girl tick, on the court, what their kind of individual game styles are, kind of what makes them as a player. And really just kind of see what makes them what they are, because again, this is a team that's already had a lot of success. So there's not going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of just me kind of figuring them out, what makes them tick on the court, what their personalities are. Look at some doubles combinations. I know we've had a lot of success, and up and down the lineup. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of wholesale changes. I just want to see kind of what they got. How they compete. That's going to be a big thing, and just really going out there and seeing their level and see kind of how the team interacts, and the biggest thing is we're gonna, obviously every event we play in the fall, we're gonna try to do as good as we can and win as many matches as possible. But in the end, it's all building up to spring and the conference season and the conference tournament, and trying to get to postseason play. So the biggest thing is just watching them, listening to them, seeing kind of who they are as players and as people, and then just once we can get a real cohesive group together, then start to think about doubles pairings and lineups and all that. But again, they've had a ton of success, and so we don't have to change a lot. We're just going to make a few tweaks here and there and continue building.
Anything else?
And like Coach Reed was talking about how big tennis is here locally, you know, how involved how much do you plan to get involved with the community and, you know, maybe kind of grow the popularity of ASU tennis here in town?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, college tennis is so fun because you know, you get to have a lot more fan interaction than you see at other levels of tennis. So we've got to get people excited to come, you know, watch what we're doing, and as much as possible, you know, get the student athletes to, you know, reach out to, you know, their fellow student athletes, to other students on campus, and again to the community, because we want people to come out and watch as much as possible, and we know we've got to go to them to kind of let them know that we're here, let them know that, you know, we're excited about growing the game. We'll come to them, and then hopefully, you know, we get them excited about coming to see us as well. So definitely want to get the girls out in the community, get myself out in the community, and get as many people out on the court as possible.